To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
G'day guys, Disney Dave back again for another little unboxing video. I'm very excited. I got another little parcel today sitting on the doorstep. I've been waiting all day to crack this open, so I just can't wait to rip it open and get into this. Of course, a couple of days ago I did an unboxing of the North American release of Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm so in love with it. I've watched the movie like 3 times already. And now, coming in the mail today from JB Hi-Fi in Australia is the JB Hi-Fi Australian exclusive Steelbook of the same film, of course. So basically I'm going to rip this open and we're going to have a look, and there's not too much to say. I've already said basically everything the other day in my other unboxing video of this. So if you want to check that out, check it out. There's a little link down the bottom there. But for now, we're going to rip this open and check out the Australian Steelbook, and then we'll go over there, have a very quick look, and we'll do a very quick comparison between this and the North American standard release. Woo. Woo. Okay. I tend to use very strong. Oh my gosh. Okay. Another one. Ooh, I get to open 2 packages. One's already pretty much open. Now I have seen one of these. If you saw my video the other day, they released, a couple of JB Hi-Fi stores in Australia released the Star Wars disc about 4 days earlier than they were supposed to. So I did see one of these sitting on the shelves the other day. There was only about 8 at my local store. I had to pre-order this online just in case I couldn't get it in stores. And here it is. Oh, look at that. It's nice and shiny. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh. Alright, we're going to go and head over there and we're going to have a very quick, close look at the Australian JB Hi-Fi exclusive Force Awakens Steelbook. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Wait for that to focus. This is the Star Wars Force Awakens Australian JB Hi-Fi exclusive Steelbook. Now, on the way over here from the couch, I ripped the shrink wrapping off. A, because I hate watching people struggle stripping the shrink wrap off of videos on these unboxing things, and B, I wanted to sort of make sure that my digital copy code wasn't showing when I opened the box on the camera. Only thing worth noting is this on the shrink wrapping. All it says is all new bonus content, deleted scenes and more, only on Blu-ray. Basically the DVD version of this in Australia, and I'm guessing in the rest of the world, does not have any special features on it. This set doesn't actually have the DVD in it, unlike the US set, which actually did have a DVD. So we're going to crack this off. I closed my eyes when I was ripping the shrink wrapping off, so I haven't really had I haven't really looked at this because I want my true reaction on the camera. As we notice, it's a little bit shiny, but it's actually matte. It feels and sort of looks like a brushed metal kind of thing. I don't know if we can get a really closer look at that here, but it's like a brushed metal sort of matte surface there. But it is, of course, shiny as it is a metal case. We've got this here. This is just a piece of card, really, that covers it, which you can slide off. And I'm happy that it does slide on and off, because some of these, sometimes they come stuck to the case, and it's always a struggle whether do you keep it on there or do you take it off and leave gum residue all over the case. So I'm happy that this has provided me an option to slide it in and out. The back cover of this is pretty much exactly the same as the back cover of the US edition of the film. If we can get this to focus. Sometimes the autofocus on this plays up. Practically the same if you sort of match it up like that. This is a bit different and this is a bit different. This is the standard for Australian Disney Blu-rays, of course, and this is sort of standard for the American releases as well. You can sort of see the differences there. Get rid of that. Alright, so we're going to pop this out. Now, I do say that this is an Australian exclusive Steelbook, JB Hi-Fi exclusive Steelbook, but I believe you can also get this Steelbook in the UK through Zavvi. It's practically exactly the same thing. Let me move this light. It's causing it. Oh no, it's the camera there. I believe that, yeah, the Zavvi in the UK are also selling this Steelbook. I'm guessing it's exactly the same because the Steelbooks that we tend to get here from Disney are usually exactly the same as those ones from Zavvi. Whether they actually produce these in the country or import them from wherever Zavvi gets theirs made, I'm not too sure, but this is pretty much exactly the same thing. So let's have a look at the spine here. Of course, it's a titleless spine, which does annoy some people. It doesn't annoy me quite so much because I won't have this sitting on the shelf like this. I'm going to find a nice way to sort of display it. So you've got the character posters there on the spine. I'm having a struggle with the autofocus here. There's that. And then of course on the back we've got Captain Phasma. So it's sort of a villain Steelbook, really. They've sort of gone with the villain motif for most of their Star Wars Steelbooks. I don't have the other ones. This is my first Star Wars Steelbook. You will also notice, again, saying that this is an Australian exclusive, there is a Steelbook you can get in America. It's a Best Buy exclusive, which is basically the American version of JB Hi-Fi. They're also selling a Steelbook. It's practically the same as this, although I believe it's not matte, it's a shiny cover. There is a title down the spine, and the title of the film is also over here, actually printed on the Steelbook. This autofocus is annoying me. Yeah, the title is actually printed here, whereas on this Australian one, the title is on the slip itself. So I don't know why they've done that, why they don't just manufacture the same thing and then ship it worldwide. Who knows, but again, practically the same art, except there's a few differences. No title here and no title here, whereas there is on the American version. The back is exactly the same as well, and I believe the inside, this autofocus is not doing its job today. On the inside, we've got practically the same art as the US cut. See, I hid my digital code. That's for me and me only. There's a couple of little booklets here, basically advertising Kellogg cereal and what looks like a book and the Rebels DVDs. I don't know why it's not advertising the Rebels Blu-ray since you've just bought a Blu-ray. And there's an ad for Disney Infinity Star Wars figures and playset, and advertisement for Star Wars Rebels on Foxtel. That's the Australian booklet. Pretty useless, to be honest. And then the digital copy code. So this is the inside of the Steelbook. I'll pop these discs out and we can have a look at the art there. Again, exactly the same as the inside as both the Zavvi, which I'm guessing is exactly the same Steelbook, and it's the same as the inside art from the US Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, which again is slightly different. Now if we look at these discs, oh, it's actually very nice. I've never seen a Steelbook like that. That holds this very secure and is, I'm guessing, going to prevent scratching on the discs as well, which is pretty cool. So if we look at, again, the North American release of this, they're going with exactly the same discs too. The same disc art on both versions of this. And I'm guessing when this comes out in the UK, it's going to be exactly the same as well. So there's the JB Hi-Fi Australian exclusive Steelbook. Again, it's not Australian exclusive. You can get it in the UK and you can get a variant in the US. I've got to put my little booklets in here. But I'm a sucker for cool packaging, as you know, and I couldn't say no to this Steelbook. It cost me a little bit more than the actual the film did in the standard packaging in Australia. I believe the standard packaging was $30 at JB Hi-Fi, whereas this was about $40. But for an extra $10, although I already had a copy imported from America, it didn't bother me so much to pay that much for something cool like this. A nice little collector's piece, really. Alright, so that's about all we can do with that. We'll slip this back. This autofocus is absolutely annoying me. So we can slide this right back in, and there it is again. The JB Hi-Fi exclusive steelbook of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Let's go over the couch and have a very quick wrap up. Alright, so there was your little unboxing of the steelbook. Once again, in Australia, this is exclusive to JB Hi-Fi. There was very, very, very limited numbers of this. The online allocation of stock for this title sold out within probably about a month before this was actually released. So about a month ago. So you can't order this online anymore. As I said, the store I went into on Saturday that were selling these early only had about 8 copies on the shelf. So now that it's coming up to Wednesday, which is the actual day of release, I'm going to say it's going to be very hard to try to actually get your hands on one of these. But try your luck, head down to JB Hi-Fi. Not too many people buy steelbooks, so you might be able to find one sitting there on the shelf. It's a sucker for the collectors like me, so if you don't have 8 hardcore collectors in your area, then you're set. So head down to JB as soon as you can if you want to get your hands on one of these, because usually with these things they have the stock on the shelves and then that's it, they won't get any more stock in. So head down if you want this awesome steelbook and try your luck at getting one. Otherwise, subscribe, go to the Facebook, give me a like. We're slowly getting more and more activity on both accounts and getting lots of support, and I want more, and keep me enthusiastic and keep me energized and keep me doing these videos if you like what you see. Again, we'll see you next time with another little video. Until then, take care. I'll see you later, guys. Have a magical day.